The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests. If you're a sensitive snowflake that may get easily offended, then turn this off immediately. If you want to hear the real truth about the gun culture, then stick around. This is the Armed Citizen Podcast. Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 56, 57, somewhere in there. It's 150 something. Today's date is Tuesday. Good Lord, I can't see. September 8th, 2020. I am getting old. I can't see the date. I used to have 20/10 vision. Now I think I've got 10/20 vision, so it's what it is. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, new to the podcast, out there in the chat, go ahead and say hello. Tell us where you're at. We'll give you a shout out. If you're one of the lonely few that unfortunately have nothing to do on Tuesday nights and you're here every week, then God bless you and get a life. But welcome back. We're going to try to make this entertaining. We're going to try to have some fun. Make sure you say something out there. If you have a question or comment throughout the chat, go ahead and use that chat out there. Tag myself or Clover or any of us on the chat, and we'll try to get to those questions if we can. If you want to call or text questions in, you can use a Ghost Tactical hotline presented by our good friends Rod and Shelly Gates at the Gun Cleaners. That number is 530-364-4678. And this episode is brought to you by our good friends at Sportsman's Guide. And if you are looking for anything that is hiking, camping, fishing, outdoor, obviously firearms, shooting, except for maybe some ammo. I don't know if they got ammo or not, but we're going to assume that maybe they got something over there, maybe some 17 HMR or something like that might not be the most popular caliber out there. They might have something, but go check out our friends over at Sportsman's Guide. They're great friends of the channel, great friends of Clover as well, and a bunch of us out there that are trying to do some good out here. So welcome to the show. If you remember from a couple weeks ago, we had Gabriel on from DigiTrigger, and we went through, a 2-hour awesome discussion talking about the DigiTrigger amongst other things, and he decided to give one away. So the last couple of weeks we've had a little giveaway. So if you're not familiar or aware of it, then we're going to give you a few minutes to go over there and check it out. But you need to go over to Instagram, and you need to follow, obviously, our channel, Ghost Tactical, and DigiTrigger over there. It might be under Digital Trigger Technology, but I think it's under DigiTrigger. I think it's at DigiTrigger, so go follow them. And then you're going to see a post from a couple weeks ago that says Armed Citizen Podcast with a DigiTrigger on there, and just comment down there, DigiTrigger. So far, we've got 107 people that have done that, and we're going to give you a few more minutes to do that before we do the free giveaway of the DigiTrigger. So before we do that, I want to bring in our good friend from the great state of Texas, the Tactical Virus, Leprechaun. What's up, Clover?
Hey, man. Somebody's going to be really happy tonight, ain't they?
Somebody's going to be really, really, really happy. And to talk to us about the DigiTrigger is Gordon from Digital Trigger Technologies. Hey, Gordon, how are you doing?
Hey, Peter, how you been?
I'm good. How's everything going, Jeff? You doing good?
Yeah, it's good, Michael. Thank you. We're really excited about this now, this Digital Trigger giveaway thing here. We've thought a lot about this at the company, and man, we're just really, really stoked.
I really appreciate you trying to get out of the basement and actually look somewhat like a normal person. We appreciate that. We know that you're an incredibly intelligent person that may not be used to this technology of podcasting and live shows. But for the people out there that may not know about the DigiTrigger, do you want to spend a few minutes and maybe discussing what the DigiTrigger is?
Well, in a matter of speaking, the DigiTrigger is the fastest way that you can shoot your weapon without being full automatic. I guess if we're really going into it, that's what it is. You push a button. I can't keep doing this.
Guys, we were trying to just have him go into full on, like, just like nerd moments and all of that. So.
I can't, man. I can't keep it up.
I know. I'm digging the John McEnroe Bjorn Borg look. I'm digging it, man. Looks awesome.
Look, I'm all America all the time. Okay. I bleed red, white, and blue, man.
I understand that. That's actually on like my profile or something. I bleed red, white, and blue or something like that.
Yeah, I do, man. I bleed it, man. I love it. So, I needed a sweatband because I've refused to get a haircut since COVID started, this whole pandemic. And I decided I'm not getting a haircut until they stop doing the mask thing at the barbershop. Yeah. So I haven't had a haircut since January, February.
Yeah.
It's been great. I had a bald head before this, man.
It's fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. Look at this, dude.
Yeah, this is why I've kind of got mine kind of back is I haven't had a haircut. Well, I haven't ever had my hair this long ever in my life. Back when it started, I didn't have a haircut for a while. My wife was like, why don't you just grow it out? And
why not?
I said, okay, let's grow it out. So it's weird. It's weird,
if you've still got it at your age, I'd just let it go too at this point,
Yeah, it's let's see here. Going on here. A lot of people are stoked, like you said. A lot of people are really excited about the giveaway. First of all, I want to say thanks for doing that for you guys. That's awesome. There, like Clover said, there's gonna be someone that walks away with a really happy night. So it's gonna be really awesome. Before we get going, we had a show last week that was kind of. Now, the poor conservative says, I'm a pretty stand-up guy, even in platform shoes. Look, I know that I'm not the tallest guy, but here's the thing. I get to rappel from my truck every day. So how many people can say that they're so short they have to rappel when they get out of their vehicles? I get to rappel every single day. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pretty rad.
Yeah, I can fit in your little pocket right there. And so it is what it is. But we had a show. I'm giving people a few minutes to go over there and get entered and haven't. But we had a show last week with Clover and a couple of people that was really, really awesome. But it was going with us if you could only have one gun. But we decided instead of just doing one gun, we kind of spread it out. So we'll kind of get you into this real quick. And if you could only have for the rest of your life for concealed carry or open carry, just a carry gun. If you could only have one gun, but it's the only gun you'll ever be able to carry for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It doesn't matter what it is, but I have to conceal it?
No, you can open. It's just as long as it's a carry gun, but it's going to be for carry, either open or concealed. But you only can carry this one gun forever.
Man, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go with a CZ75. That is one of my favorite guns. CZ is such a great manufacturer, and they don't sponsor me or anything, but CZs are killer.
So I've never owned a CZ handgun. I've had a Scorpion and all that, but I just ordered one over the weekend, and I'm getting the P10S, which is the subcompact version of the P10C, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not a huge hammer fired guy. So when I saw they've got the polymer striker fired, that's kind of up my alley. I got excited, and hell, it only was $4.99. So I was like, I ordered it. I should be getting it this week. I'm really looking forward to messing with the CZ. So I've shot a C75 before. I shot a bunch of different CZs. Just for some reason they never did do anything for me. I know that Clover's got a bunch of CZs, and he picked one up a few months ago that he actually put into the rotation. Which one did you get, Clove? Oh, Clover might be gone.
Freaking mute. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in the rotation simply because I'm testing out a holster. But I got the CZ75 BD.
Yeah, that's a good gun.
So the chef out there says he's glad that Napoleon Dynamite's on the panel tonight.
It's your food.
That's right.
Gotta have the moon boots though to go with it.
Yeah. So all right, go ahead. Were you gonna say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about this real quick so I can kind of people who are just joining in who are not sure who we are and what we do. Now, I don't normally look like this. Normally, I'm uglier. So this is a good night for me. But digital trigger, what this is you're familiar with a binary trigger, mechanical. You've got a couple different companies out there that make them. We went one step further than just a simple mechanical binary. And what we did was add a third feature to this. So you have a standard mechanical trigger in semi and safe. So there's safe, fire's fire. We cock that back. That's our, I think we measured it the other day. I don't know if you saw that video, but we actually put a gauge on it. It's right at 5 pounds, just over 5 pounds. And then when you flip it back to that digital option, which is that third position, that turns this system on. So this system is separate from this system. So this system always works in mechanical mode, no matter what, right? So when you're in that digital function, though, you get we gauge this. It's on our Instagram as well. This is actually comes in. I'm gonna get annihilated for dropping that hammer like that. But you know what? It's my demo, so you don't do that, okay? Idiot. But so that right there is actually just one pound. It comes in at 15 ounces when we actually put it on the gauge the other day. It's hard to stop it before it actually gauges out, so you get a little bit of extra in there. But that's a 1 pound click. And I don't know if you can see. Let me pull it up here as close as I can.
Here, hold on. Let me put you
let me
right there.
Right here real quick. Let's see. I'm going to show you that click.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is the reset that I'm working right there. So it's millimeters. I mean, it's super, super short. I mean, the reset's super short. It's only audible because it's a micro switch that you're clicking like a mouse, right? Like when you click your mouse, that's what it is. It's the same sound. You get an audible click, but you don't feel the reset. You just kind of figure out the timing of it. Well, when you press this third button right here and it blinks like that, that takes you into that rapid fire, that pull and release shot. So you get that nice, you can do a little dance, man. If you do it right, you can time out 4 shots really well. So, but that's John McEnroe is in the stream tonight. Yeah, I'm here, live and in effect. I gave up the tennis life and I became a gun snob.
You did, and a bike guy. You said that you're working on your bike or getting ready to take a trip. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
there's something I've wanted to do since I was a kid, which was ride motorcycles with my dad across the country.
Yep.
And so this year, I'm 42 now. It's finally going to happen. He's got some free time, and I'm able to do some work from the road. So I'm hitting the road with him, and we're going to go coast to coast, basically.
That's awesome. That's
awesome.
Yeah,
it's great.
Kind of getting back to the trigger, the one thing that I really like is when you hear digital trigger, and you're like, well, what if the battery runs out? What if some electrical, what if it gets wet? I mean, any number of things that could make technology not work in an outdoor situation. You're thinking, well, is that going to make that rifle completely useless? And I love the fact that no matter what happens on the digital side, you're still going to have the nice 4 to 4.5, 5 pound trigger pull, no matter what happens. Even if the battery runs down right in the middle of it, it is going to go back to default with that regular single action trigger. That's about what, 4 or 5 pounds, you said?
Yeah, it's right at 5 pounds. It is essentially just a standard mil spec style trigger at 5 pounds. It really, the trigger itself, just the mechanical trigger, is really nice. It's really, a pretty smooth trigger, and we like it's better than a regular mil spec trigger. It's not gritty. It's very smooth. Yeah.
So worst case scenario is you're getting a high quality aftermarket trigger, regardless if you use the digital side of it ever,
Yeah, you get an upgraded trigger for sure from the standard trigger system, but that digital component adds to it. And like you were talking about, if it can fail, so it's essentially the board is coated, right? So it's water resistant at this point. It's not submergible. We tell you don't hold it underwater, but if you get out in the rain with it, or you're shooting in inclement weather, it's not a big deal. So it can handle moisture, it can handle condensation. And then of course we always get the, what about the EMPs kind of question. And EMP is subjective. We talked about that last time. It depends on how far away you are, how many obstacles are between you and an EMP, the density of the layers in your product. And essentially, ours is EMP proof. I mean, if it's sitting right next to the EMP and it goes off, of course, but then you've got bigger issues.
I'm just saying, if you're there also, then something worse than just having a trigger fail is happening at that point.
Oh yeah, it just went really bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some text messages and some stuff out in the chat. Wanting to know prices for the DigiTrigger.
Okay, yeah. So they are the ones that are 50 state legal are a 1.1, which is a digital trigger 1.1, and the one that is like American state legal, USA state legal, 2A state legal, that is the 1.2, which offers the rapid fire. The 1.1 only offers the standard safe and semi, and then also the one also offers that 1 pound semi-automatic trigger. Those are $4.99, and the 1.2 is $5.99. And if you go on our website right now and try to buy one, we got hit pretty hard last week. So right now we're out on our site.
A good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a great thing, and it's a curse because I'm constantly getting emails like, hey, when are you going to be back in stock? And we're hoping to have a few more things ready here in the next couple of weeks. But with the way everything's been going since the COVID thing, production's really slowed down, and all our parts are made in the U.S.
Right.
So
I love that. And I know we talked about there's going to be possibly some different platforms that could be coming in the next year or so. So if you're out there and you're wanting to know if AKs or different things could be coming down the line in the next year or so, they're going to have some different things rolled down. So make sure you keep in touch with the website up there, Instagram, Facebook. I'm sure they'll be doing announcements and all of that. But, so the great thing about, like I said, the great thing about it is even if you're in a state that is communist and you can't get the cool stuff, at least you're going to be able to get a really cool, really good upgraded aftermarket trigger, and you got a 5 pound trigger and a 1 pound trigger that you'll be able to utilize. So that's a cool thing. And if you get to live in a free state like a lot of us do, that get to have the fun switch, then even better.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, here's the thing with those states that don't allow the pull and release is the state next to you where your friend lives, they probably do. So he could get one and you could go shoot one over there with him.
Yep.
We don't sell or mail to any of those other states except for the 1.1.
Yep. Now, Chef Boy out there says $5.99. That's a hell of a deal. Use code culinary to add 5% to your order. There you go.
It's actually probably more like 500%. What does that take us up to? Anybody got a calculator?
Man, I'm a Marine. You know that we can't.
I don't do math. I remember doing that MC.
599 times
500%. What is that?
500%. That brings it up to, huh?
I said it's not near enough.
It's like $29.95. So
that's it. Man, we're way off.
It's going to be like a 5 million % increase.
$599.99.
So if you use the code culinary, it's going to add $595 to that price.
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly. But yeah. So
legit Persian out there says, if I win, my dad is getting me an AR. Well, if you're going to win, you're going to have that's awesome. So this could be like a double winner, that could be great. G23 out there says if he wins, then he's going to have to buy himself an AR. So that's awesome. So, we're not only helping out you guys, but we're helping out the AR market apparently too. So even better. Even if you have an AR, if you win this tonight, then I think that this trigger deserves a new AR. And if you don't win, then you need to go buy one and a new AR so that you can be at least part of the Cool Kids Club.
Yeah, it's got to be a dedicated AR, man. Once you get this thing, you're going to want to just have that. I mean, really, the gun, whatever your favorite AR is, that's the one to put this on because it's just that much fun to have. But it's also the precision side of it that is really nice. Getting that one smooth.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: of all the rifles or AR pistols or whatever that you've shot with this trigger, I'm sure you shot a different assortment of weapons with it. What's your favorite that works well with the trigger?
I got to tell you, I had more fun shooting. I think we used I think it was a Colt, but we put it in a few different things. The CMMG 22 kit is a riot with our trigger. That little
22 would be awesome. Yeah.
It's so fast. It's probably one of the fastest. The 9mm and the 22 are the two fastest on our trigger. They really, they get to that 10, 11 rounds per second.
Now, is that the CMG conversion kit or an actual dedicated 22?
No, it's a CMMG conversion kit. Yeah, you drop the bolts in, throw the mag in. Yeah, you're good to go. Actually, I just put it in that gun, that camo gun right there. But I don't have the DigiTrigger on this one yet. I just moved it over. That's getting a DigiTrigger pretty soon. This is the Mark 12 clone that I'm building. That one gets a DigiTrigger soon. Actually, no, I already put a DT on that one. And then my standard one is my Bushmaster, which is this guy right here.
There you go. Awesome. Now, Will out there wants to know, how much can I pay to get one for free? $5.99 plus shipping and tax. Well, that'll get you a free trigger.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't charge for shipping. So
all right, so $5.99 plus tax will get you a free trigger.
Yeah, actually they're $5.99.
Basically, you're paying $5.99 for a box for them to ship it in.
Yes.
And we put a free trigger in the box for you.
Absolutely. I'll do that.
That's right.
Does it work on a paintball gun? No, it's designed specifically for regular firearms.
Is that have you heard that question before? Because that seems like it would be an interesting one.
Yeah, I've had people ask us if it's for a paintball gun, if it's a paintball trigger, but it's not. At Ghost Tactical, I don't pay taxes.
There you go. G23 doesn't pay taxes in his state. Now, Lunatic out there wants to know which one can he get shipped to California?
The 1.1 trigger. That's only offers the semi-automatic 1 pound mode. So you get your standard mil spec. That third position takes you into semi-auto.
There you go. Let's see here. All right. Interesting conversation going on out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Instagrams and see what's going on over there.
Do you ship to Tanzania? That's actually a decent question, if that's a real question. So we're linking up with a distributor very soon who's a major player in the world market. So if you can get it through them, and I can't tell you who it is, but if you can get it through them, it will go to Tanzania, yes.
Nice. It probably is a legit one. I would imagine. I haven't seen Elias before. I don't think.
It's a cool name, too.
It is a cool name.
I like Elias. That's a good name.
All right. So went over there, and we've got 117
nice
that have entered. So that's pretty darn good. That's just on that one post. It's 117. So
yeah, let me see.
What do you got on your side?
Let me take a look. I shall open this up. So do you TikTok as well as?
I have not done the TikTok thing yet. I think Clover did for a day or two and then was like, so.
Yeah.
Well, I started doing the TikTok thing and then I was like, it's not, no. And then all of a sudden we're up to like almost 10,000 followers within a week.
Really?
I did a video of just the trigger going tick, 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 tick.
Nice.
And it went nuts. It hit almost 1 million views within the first 2 weeks.
That would be a pretty cool video, so I can see where that would go.
All right, let me see how many I got here. I've got 79 on my side.
So that's going to put us at
58 comments on my side. So
117 and 58 is 168, 175. Is that right?
I don't know.
175 total.
What was it?
175 total between the two.
No, what were the numbers?
117 and 58. I think that's 175.
Hey Siri, what is 117 plus 58?
That's how Marines do math. Is ask Siri.
17 plus 58 is 175.
Yeah, you got it.
Holy shit, I got lucky.
First try. Give that man a
call. All right. So what we'll do is if the audience chooses between 1 and 117, they'll be on my side. 118 to 175 will be yours. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to randomly draw from this, but what we're going to do is we're going to ask the audience what number we should draw. So go ahead and give me some numbers out there. And so that's what we're going to do. And I'm a genius. I've been called a lot of things, but a genius is not one of them. So I feel pretty good. IP. There you go.
Even after the Marine Corps, these IP come after me everywhere I'm at.
Oh shit. Well, 69, of course, is gonna be the winner. Go figure. Could have seen that one coming. So let's go down.
Kids in here.
It's gonna take me a few seconds, sorry. I hope they're here. I know that Clover had said it'd be awesome if they were here live.
Yeah, I hope so too. Y'all need Jesus. I'm going to tell you right now. Look at all these people with that number.
$61, $62, $63.
Has anybody watched the new Bill and Ted movie yet?
I watched it last week, dude.
Did they talk about 69 in it as much as they did in the others?
I don't remember. It was kind of geared more like a family thing. He had like their daughters were in it and all sorts of stuff. It was still Bill and Ted's, but I'll tell you, man, like anything in a series like that, it never lives up to the first one.
No.
It was cool to see those guys back in that because it's nostalgic for me. I mean, that's my era, my genre. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't as good as the first one. Plus, Rufus is dead, so.
Right. Well, nowadays they can CGI that crap, you know. They
threw him in there on a CGI kind of bit. He was a hologram.
Yeah. We have a winner.
Who is it?
And it's someone that we actually see pretty frequently over on different chats and all that. But J Monty 1738. J Monty is the winner.
Nice.
Of the DigiTrigger.
He's out there.
So I'll make sure that I contact him through
is he on
direct message and all that. If he's out there, have you seen him yet?
He's out. He's taggable. He's taggable in the chat. I know that.
Okay.
Where you at, Jay? Should we give him like a Brady Bunch countdown and then pick somebody else, or?
He's not on the YouTube side. Clover, do you want to tag?
I just did.
Are you on the YouTube? Okay, perfect.
Hey, Rich White said he said his name wrong. Will says Jay is a fake person.
He said my name wrong.
He's out there. Jay Monty's out there. He says, what?
So Jay,
wake up, dude.
You just won a trigger, bro. You won a DigiTrigger. So what I want to ask you to do, Jay, is email us and let us know your address and all that, and I'll get that over to Gabe and all of that. But
you know what he should do? He should call into the gun cleaners hotline.
He should call in. If yes, Jay, if you're out there, the number is right there. Call in and we'll say congrats. There he is. He's out there. He says whoop or yoop. So Jay, call us real quick and say hello while we're doing this. So but yeah, congratulations, Jay. Like I said, he's been to the show a lot. He's over on Clover's Instagram chat. like I said, he's been around for a while, so it's good to know that it's going to. No offense to people that are just signing up. That's great. Thank you.
G23 says he's still waiting on his hat.
To me or to Clover?
I don't know who he's waiting. He said I'm still waiting on my hat. Did I get info to send him a hat?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I sent you the next day. Yeah.
Did you? I don't think I got it.
Yeah, that's right. He did win a hat last week. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sent that to you the very next day.
I'm gonna have to look because I don't see it in my email.
Okay, well, if not, I'll resend it to you. I'll resend it to you. Yeah, but so Jay, if you're out there, give us a call, buddy, if you got time. If not, then he says he can't call in, but thanks. Okay, no problem. But yeah, congratulations, Jay. We'll get G23 his hat out there. I'll resend it to you when we get off here and all of that. Yeah. So yeah, Levi wants to know when you guys gonna restock. I was banking on winning, but I guess I have to charge my credit card.
Hey, we can do that too, man. That's not a big deal. We're looking at doing. Hopefully, here in the next couple of weeks, we'll have things back in. Like I said earlier, we're just waiting on the supply chain in America right now. Things have just really slowed down. Most of our stuff is made down in Florida, so they got hit pretty hard and slowed down there. Better build 100 more so we can buy ours, Mr. FNH.
Yeah, he's I think he's up in Missouri, I think. So he's in the land of the free. He can get it all. Yeah. Mandatory carry with a $1 super chat. So what we like to do when we get super chats, when we have a guest on, we like to give them away to a charity that you support. So all super chats that we get tonight, do you have a charity that you want us to donate to?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, I actually work with the Semper Fidelis Foundation. They provide dogs to veterans.
Absolutely.
And they're a very small outfit. Dale is a really close friend of mine. He got me a service dog a while back, and he does everything out of his own pocket, raises his own money. So I usually, everything I can do to raise money for that guy, I do.
Yeah. So awesome. Yeah, I've done it to them many times. Great organization. So all super chats. I'm not saying, guys, to send super chats. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you do, I always try to give to a veteran organization or something, but we always allow the guests to choose. And so tonight's going to be the Semper Fidelis Foundation. So all super chats generated tonight, whether it's $1 or $300, whatever it is going to be donated straight to the Semper Fidelis Foundation. So thanks, Mary Carey, for kicking that off tonight. Appreciate you, buddy. So Jay Monty, that's pretty awesome. So I know that everyone's saying do another one. Guys, that's a $600 prize. He's not going to give two of them away. I love where you're going, but it ain't going to happen.
let me make a phone call.
Yeah, right. But yeah. Lunatic says, will you be doing a trigger platforms like the FN Scar, Scorpion, Sig Sauer? Oh, he's actually making a phone call. I thought he was kidding.
No, he's serious. He's bringing the big guns.
He's serious. He might be bringing the big guns out.
He's calling the artillery here.
we might be doing something special live on the air. So, yeah, Jacob says Semper Fidelis gets a lot of public donations with you. Yeah, I mean, I've supported them for a while. Great project and all that. So it is what it is. So yeah, the Semper Fidelis fund's awesome. But yeah, I've given to them personally. Obviously, Yeah.
There's two. There's the Semper Fidelis Fund.
Yes.
Then there's the Semper Fidelis Foundation, which is the small one. Yeah, the Semper Fidelis Foundation is based out of
actually Semper 5 Fund, as I think was the fun one. It's not Semper Fidelis, it's Semper 5 Fund. Yeah, they're both great. They're both great.
Foundation is based out of I think he just moved to South Dakota, somewhere outside of the Black Hills.
Okay. Mel the Nut says, anyone win yet? We just did a drawing a few minutes ago, Mel, and Jay Monty won, so congratulations. Armed Ape says we all won. That's great. Now, Rod's got a great idea. He said, Gabriel, just autograph the headband and give it away.
This thing, some poor kid in Ethiopia slaved over this thing to get it on my Amazon account. I'm not just giving this thing away. This headband's legit. They come in a 3-pack. If you want your own, they're on Amazon.
Do they come with the armband as well, or is that a separate purchase?
2 armbands. I just wear one because I like to rock it old school.
Yeah.
That's my forearm. So,
the cool kids are wearing it around their neck now, which surprised me because how many people sweat around the neck? And why are you worried about stopping the sweat from the neck? Is the headband supposed to stop the sweat from the eyes? But people are just weird these days,
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I don't know either. Ellis says, wait, what kind of things are you talking about? I mean, I know you and Clover are friends, but you two might want to do some things off camera. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
No idea.
And Elias says, ghost? Yes. I don't know. That's the actual. Anyone ever tell you have a nice nose? No.
That you or me? Or is that?
I think he's asking me. Anyone ever tell you that I have a nice nose?
Probably Clover.
No. Yeah, probably Clover, because that is a hell of a snoz. I mean, and we're talking about keeping your composure. Like you said before, that dude never breaks it. Like he's in that 1,000-mile stare at all time. Look at him.
Yep. Gotta stand guard, baby. They always after for Lucky Charms. I gotta stand guard.
Elias says, what's my number?
7.
Yeah. I think we got a fanboy out there.
Good for
my
you.
number is 888-888-8888. Just dial 8, baby. TJ says, gotta go. All right. So mandatory carry says, wait, there's something weird people are doing and nobody told me. Well, you're just, you're the tip of the spear when it comes to weird, bro. Just saying. All right. Gun Cleaners says, Gun Cleaners will donate $50 to your charity if you autograph the headband and give it away.
Oh, snap. The gauntlet just dropped, didn't it? I heard it.
He said, damn. Hey, now, here's the thing. You said it is a 3-pack, right? So you can autograph that one and still have another one to rock, right?
I already given them to my kids. They wanted them too.
What's your kids? Take it back.
Yeah.
Good.
Or if it's your kids, if they're anything like my kids, they'll leave it laying on the floor tomorrow.
How about we do a hat or a T-shirt or something? Man, I'm really attached to this headband. I mean, I like the Semper Fidelis Foundation and all, but
not that much.
It's like a part of me, man. I don't even take this thing off. I've been wearing it for 2 weeks straight. When I get in the shower, I just go like this.
I'm not so sure if he would want it and anyone would want this thing at this point.
I just put it up like this in the shower so my hair doesn't get wet. And then when I get back out, I just pull it back down. We're back in business.
They're saying T-shirt.
I do have new shirts. We did get some pretty sweet new shirts in the other day.
Clover's idea. What was your idea, Clover?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's not like Clover's idea. He didn't even say anything.
Because I didn't have an idea.
I didn't say anything.
Elias says, can I smell it? Okay. Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
You might want to see somebody about that.
Yeah, they've got medicine out there, bro. Just saying. This is in all seriousness right now. I do want to mention something that I'm deeply involved with and care about. But September is Suicide Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. And so if you're out there, whether you're a veteran or not, man, if you need help, there are many, many people that are here that are willing to talk 24/7. Remember, there's as bad as it seems, it could be, and as alone as you sometimes feel, you're never alone. So always reach out. And if you know someone that seems to be going through a difficult time, don't wait till tomorrow to call. Do it right now and let them know. Sometimes, how you doing, buddy? Or is everything okay? Or do you want to talk? sometimes something as simple as that could mean literally life and death. So, you know, from the veteran side, it's one thing, but this is a human thing. So if you're out there and you know anyone that's struggling, check in on them, making sure everything's okay. And it sounds bad that we have to have an awareness month for suicide, but it is what it is. So that's something that I'm pretty heavily involved with and cared a lot about. So
Yeah.
I've lost several. First one I ever lost when I was 16, and that was like, you're in high school, man. You know, you just don't think that, you know, anyone could be having that bad of a time. And, you know, when you look back afterwards, you look and say, yeah, there were signs, but you know, at the time you don't realize that until it's too late. So be on the lookout. If you know someone that's struggling or something, just reach out and say hello. So JMA, yeah, man, we had a powerful podcast a few months ago, JMA and Semper Fi, brother. He was, I think it was over in either Iraq or Afghanistan, and he lost a buddy, not to suicide, but he lost someone and died in his arms, and he was going through a tough time, and we just happened to be doing a live show, and he brings it up, and the guys just start bawling and all that. And so, like I said, sometimes find someone to talk to. Anyone, call me. I don't care. My number is easily available. Call me 24/7. You don't even know me, call me. I don't care. Find someone to talk to, and if you know somebody out there that's struggling, talk to them as well. So, hindsight's always 20/20. Stan out there with SS Pawn up in Nebraska. What's up, Stan? I was gonna say Kansas.
Nebraska.
I want to say he's in the Lincoln area, but Stan, we're in Nebraska, but I think he's in the Lincoln area.
Oh, it was Lexington.
Is it Lexington? Okay, it might be Lexington. Yeah, he's got SS Pawn up there. So
I'm gonna probably be rolling through there. Well, I haven't quite decided. It's all based on the weather, but when we go west, we're on bikes, so the weather is going to determine which route we take. But we may end up going through Nebraska. That's why I was asking. I could probably pop in there if it's on the road.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Stan's a good dude. We actually, we met him in Tulsa last November at Wanamaker. A bunch of us rented a house and we had a cookout and all that. And he came over, and really cool guy. He's in Lexington, Nebraska.
Okay.
So, but yeah, great guy. So if you're rolling through Lexington and all that, stop by and Stan's a good dude. So, all right, so we've got the Digi. So we'll come back to the DigiTrigger here in a little bit. Let's go back to some of these little, if you only had one gun type things. So
sure,
you said the CZ75 for your carry gun, for a home defense gun, separate from your carry gun.
Can we get specificity on the CZ75?
Oh, sure. What would you like?
Well, you got to be more specific than that, or.
Well, there's a lot of. I'm talking the original traditional CZ75.
75. Okay.
Okay, not SPO1, not.
No. The B. I like the B model.
Okay.
I mean, I like some of the more competition style stuff. I had a Checkmate for a little while. That's one of the nicest pistols I've ever shot. But you're talking a $3,000 gun. Yeah, it's just not. I mean,
it should be pretty nice. Yeah,
it's unreal.
Yeah. What in the world? So for home defense, so you've got your carry gun. Now you've got any gun to choose from for defending your home, but you can only have that one gun to defend your home for life. What would that be?
12 gauge shotgun.
There you go.
Yeah. Love a 12 gauge shotgun for homes.
What low would you go with?
Flechettes.
Oh snap! That's
brutal. That will tear some shit up, man. Then again, that's what you're there to do, is to tear some shit up. So
yeah, well, I mean, look, flechettes are great because they typically don't penetrate a normal wall, but they inflict a ton of damage that can't really be undone. So yeah, I'd want flechettes.
I have very rarely have I ever discussed home defense with shotguns, and that's come up, but that's actually, man, good Lord. Yeah, that'll do it. What else did we talk about, Clover? What were some of the other ones we did?
We did one for
hunting.
competition. We did one for hunting.
Let's do competition. If you could have one setup for any kind of whether it's IDPA, Steel Challenge, tell me first, what would the competition be and what would your setup be?
Well, I used to shoot USPSA.
Okay.
And I ran a Glock, and then I ran a Springfield. But I always have my eyes set on an H&K to run pistol with. I just like the way they shoot. They're lightweight. They fit well in my hand. The Glock is it's a workhorse. It's bulky. It's a square thing. It fires when you pull the trigger. That Springfield that I had, though, was a competition model Springfield, and it was actually a really smooth pistol, and I did pretty well with it.
Yeah. So the Glock, what model? And I shoot IDPA, and a lot of people use the 34 in IDPA. Right. I don't know, what model were you talking about when you said Glock?
Yeah, when I started, I used a 19, and then I bought a 34.
Yeah.
And I ran the 34 for a while, lightened up the springs, and kind of tweaked it a little bit. Ran 1 ounce base plates. Stuff like that. But I mean, it was great. And I shot basically the stock pistol class. So, I mean, there was only so much I could do to it. But then in Georgia, I was on the same lane with Tori Nanaka. And this is when Tori first started shooting. She was still with Glock at the time. And she had just got her new set of guns from Taryn Butler. And so he had just
the Taryn base plate, the extension base plates and all that.
Yeah, well, he built her guns while she was with Team Glock. I don't know if he still builds her guns, but he did all of her guns early on. And so Tori and I were on the same lane, and I ended up loading one extra round. And in USPSA, if you do that, they automatically throw you into the open class.
Correct.
So the rest of the match, I just kept using Tori's mags.
If you're going to go with it, She
gave me a couple 33 rounders, and I shot with them. So, but I was actually doing pretty good up until that point.
Yeah. Yeah. And IDPA, I'll shoot the CCP, which is the, I don't know exactly. It's basically a carry gun. They call it the Glock 19 division because the biggest size gun to fit in the box for that division is a Glock 19. So everyone uses the 19 of that because it's the biggest gun you can get for that division. So
I've got the 19X right now, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah.
I only like it because 1, the Marine Corps said they were going to it, and then 2, they stopped making them. So now that gun is that's going to be one of those guns that stays around me for a while.
All right, so this is a question for you and for Clover. I just got a text in on the hotline. I love the fact y'all send text, but including your text, let me know who this is. I don't have your number. I mean, I don't know these numbers, so at least let me know who you are. So, but the question is the real question should be: if you could only have one 10mm pistol or carbine, what would it be?
A 10mm.
10mm pistol or carbine.
Easy.
Go ahead.
I can only have one, right?
You only have one.
Okay, I'm going to give 2 answers. The first is it's one that I already own. We're going to go with that premise. Then the next answer will be I can choose any 10mm in the world, and it's the only one, right? So somebody's going to buy that for me, correct? Okay.
Yep.
The one I own, Glock 20, hands down.
Okay.
The one that somebody else is going to buy me, Bren 10, no doubt. Miami Vice, baby.
You don't want to buy your own Bren?
No, not really.
I'd have to, I'd probably have to go with a, like an HK, man. Like, go with the, like an MP,
Yeah.
Go with just a straight old school 10mm. I mean, they're like $10,000 a piece, but
I mean, if you said if you're gonna go, then I have to go just because I know that it's gonna go bang and all that, and I don't have a lot of experience with 10mm, but I have shot the 20 quite a bit, and I almost bought one last year. But yeah, I had to go the Glock 20. Good gun, and it's a Glock. You know what it's gonna do. The 10mm I think is a very good round. I'll tell you, that's bad. That's just really badass.
I know that guy. that has those. If anybody wants to buy one, I can get you one.
Yeah, if you've got enough money, then anything can be bought. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's got 10 mils and 40 cals.
Yeah, there's at my local gun shop, they've got HK91, which is the 308, and it's badass. And he wants $4,000 for it, and that's actually not a bad deal. It's a little banged up. It's been run. Obviously, it hasn't been one of those been sitting on the corner. It's just been run, but he wants $4,000, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful gun.
Yeah, those are killer.
G23 says Co-Saint Arms and 10 millimeter. Yep. Mel says the brand 23 DMR says PCC 9 millimeter hollow point stand and a better chance at not passing through the wall. There's a lot of things that you can do to worry about over penetration in any caliber. You can do a lot of different things with different loads, with different barrel lengths. If
the frangible stuff is sweet,
the frangible stuff is great. Yeah. I was over at the ATAC range day this past year in Vegas on range day. We went to ATAC and all of that. And that's where all the military stuff is. And that's basically all the ammo that was there that was being tested and shown was all frangible stuff. And they got some stuff that I was literally standing 1 foot from a steel plate shooting it and never had to worry about it. It was great. What's that? Hold on, let me go over here. And
this basically says, yeah, go ahead. We can give another one away.
Oh, snap.
Oh, awesome.
So how do we want to give the second one away? Obviously, we want to do it for some people that are here in the chat, but how do we want to do this? Do we want to do like a trivia question or what?
Ooh, that's a good one.
But you got to make it tough. I mean, it's a $600 trivia question. So
true.
You got to think of a really like crazy hard trivia question.
Call in.
And they got to call in. So we'll take like the fifth caller or something like that.
The fifth caller, and then if they answer the question right, they win.
And if not, then we go to the very next caller that rings.
Right. And of course, I want to go to Marine Corps trivia, but then that excludes everybody else, so I can't do that.
There's a bunch of Marines out there, so that might not be the easiest thing.
So
if you do Air Force trivia, no one claims to be Air Force, so that might be.
Let's see.
I've got one. We were. Hang on a minute. We were talking.
Put it in the private chat and see if Gabe thinks it's a good one. But while he's doing that, he wants to know: are you guys going to be at the outdoor show in Pennsylvania?
Yes, we'll be back there again. Nice. We're going to be right in the center, basically in the center, right next to SIG this year, from what I remember.
That's a pretty good position if you can get close to one of the big dogs. A lot of foot traffic.
We're going to sit literally right in the middle of the show, and it should be. I can't remember the booth number this year, but it's an end cap, and it's right next to SIG, and I believe Colt.
Do you see that private chat over there?
Let me see.
Clover put the question over there, and tell me if you think that's worth the.
Man, I don't even know that.
I'm sure he does. He could put the answer in there. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. That's a good question, but
Mandatory Carry says, why be Air Force when you can be in the military instead? That's pretty good, actually. I like that.
That's not a bad question.
Do you see what he's saying over there?
Okay.
We gotta find.
I've got so much useless trivia knowledge in my head.
Yeah, I've got a lot of useless knowledge, but I don't know if any of it's worth $600. That's the problem, Now, Ellis just sent me a text and said, you can't Google the answer. Well, everyone's going to Google the answer. It all depends on can they Google it and be the fifth caller.
True. That does matter. Yeah. That does matter.
So we're going to,
Man, I'm stumped. I mean,
I'm trying to think of a really good.
Maybe we go with like a straight up America question.
We
Like
could do something like that.
Very, very American.
Like who? Obviously, we're not going to use this mostly, but who was the creator of the hot dog? I mean, it's always getting more American than the hot dog.
The hot dog.
You're not going to say hot dog in the sandwich because it's not. It's a hot dog.
Right.
But no. Ooh. Very interesting. Once again, there's only a handful of people. So you see JMA's trying to stack it in his favor because there's only a handful of Marines out there. I mean, there are people that aren't Marines that know this one. So,
Yeah, have you ever watched those guys where that guy's on the street and he asks the questions like, where was the Civil War fought? And the people are like, Europe? Like people that don't know American history?
Yeah. The Civil War was in South Africa, right? Oh, well, that was apartheid. My bad. Let's see here. All right. So let's seriously. Let's come up with a question because we are going to give a second DigiTrigger away live.
Yeah, let's do that.
We got to just figure out a really good question. Man. All right. Clover's got another one over here. Ooh, I kind of digging that one.
Oh, come on, man. That's easy. But that's not well known. So I don't know. It could be well known, but we're still taking the fifth caller. I like that one. Let's do that one.
All right. So, all right. Clover, you good with that one? Or you want to keep thinking?
It's your show. I'm good. Whatever. I'm just trying to help.
I'm working several different things here, so I'm not really.
It's the fifth caller either way. I mean,
it is going to be the fifth caller. So let's go with this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. So what we're going to do once again is we're going to give a second. Jay Monty already won the drawing for the DigiTrigger. Congratulations to Jay. We're going to give a second one away right here live, only to people that are live in the chat. So you got to be here because here's what's going to happen. We're going to put the question out in the chat. The fifth person to call the hotline, the number's right there scrolling, 530-364-4678. The fifth caller wins it if they get the question correct. If they get it wrong, we go to the very next caller. What was that?
This is a really good question down here before we get that. I don't know, at Hira, how was Delta Force created? Everybody knows that Chuck Norris.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows that. That's not even a real question. If you haven't seen the movie, then obviously you don't know how it was created. But Chuck Norris created the Delta Force. So a little bit of history for y'all.
A lot of things that people don't realize.
American history.
That's right.
All right.
All right. So Patriot of the Dark says better say the question, not just put it in text. That's fair. I will do that. So the question is, who created the first machine gun? Who created the first machine gun? The fifth caller that gets it correct is going to win a free DigiTrigger. So let's
call in. Yes, do not put the answer in the chat. You have to call in.
Yes, call in. Do not put it out there. You must call in. If you don't call in, then you don't get it. All right, so that's number one. Sorry, whoever that is. You were number one. Oh, there's number two. So that is sorry. I'm declining the calls, but that's number two. Keep on trying to get in, guys.
Somebody's got the speed dial hopefully set up.
Yeah, they do. Someone's got it set up.
They got like back in the day with the two phones, trying to win the
trying to win the tickets. Yeah, trying to win the tickets on the radio station. Yeah.
Yeah. I won my fair share of tickets on the radio station.
Number three.
All right.
Getting there.
Getting there. Be the fifth caller with the correct answer. I'll say it again. Who created the first machine gun? Who created the first machine gun? call in the answer, and you could win a free DigiTrigger. There's number 4. So the next person to here we go.
What we got?
Armed Citizen Podcast. Who is this? Oh, hold on here. I answered my phone and not the computer. Who is this?
This is Patriot.
Patriot in the dark. What is going on, homie? So, Patriot in the dark.
I was just ordering pizza.
He was just ordering pizza. Well, we can have one there in about 20 minutes, but we can also have this very special topping on it.
I would just say Gatlin. That's what I want.
Okay, so you're saying Gatlin? That unfortunately is not correct.
That's not it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, homie. Appreciate you.
I just called for the pizza anyway.
All right, we'll get that pizza to you as soon as we can. All right.
It was
All right. Bye. Thanks, buddy. All right. So.
well.
All right. Well, that person hung up. So
There's a reason Gatlin's was called the Gatlin gun. Just saying.
Right. Ghost says you're swiping like a dating app. So hey, the 5th person called, but they did not get the correct answer. So it is still available.
Now, could Patriot call back again?
I guess
No.
technically you could.
Okay. So
Why
once
is
you
it
throw
no
a bad
hang
answer,
on.
you're done.
So people are calling in, but they're hanging up before I can
Hey, y'all
answer.
don't hang up.
Let it
Don't hang
ring.
Let it ring. We'll answer it. So
If it's ringing, you're still in it.
that's right. So we're still waiting. Who created the first machine gun? The next caller to get it correct wins a DigiTrigger. Leonardo da Vinci.
Very close.
Armed Date says went to voicemail every time. Probably because people were calling.
Keep trying.
So keep trying, 8. Keep trying, 8. A Maxim? No. Let's see here.
You gotta
Richard
call in.
Browning, Guitar Man. See, Browning. See, all these answers could be the answer, but you're putting them in the chat. You got to call.
Call 530-364-4678.
530-364-4678. That is correct. Or 530-36-GHOST. So the next person to call with the correct answer is going to win.
Your cell phone company is probably pissed right now.
Did we crash the network?
Probably.
I'm at work and I can't call. Well, for $600, I'd take a break.
Right. Especially as much as a Paul we've had here.
Yeah, $600 break.
Okay. So something's going weird.
All right.
My phone's not ringing, but I'm getting a lot of calls, like showing that I missed calls.
Yeah,
here we
the
go.
network is fried.
All right, here we go. Armed Citizen Podcast. Who is this? Armed Ape. What's going on, man? So what's the answer that you think it is?
Hiram X Maxim.
There you go.
He
There is
added-
the winner. He has a
Middle initial. He's a baller, man.
I'm going to give him a t-shirt, too.
So what I need for you to do, Ape, is email your info address and all of that stuff. And I'll make sure that Gabe gets it in and all of that. But, man, that's awesome. Congratulations, bro.
Outstanding. Woohoo! Where do I find your email address?
Email is just do ghosttactical@yahoo.com. That's the easiest one to remember.
Send me a t-shirt size, too. I'm going to get you a t-shirt.
Awesome.
And he also says send it. And he also says to send a t-shirt size as well.
Okay, I can do that.
Awesome. Congrats, bro. Thanks for always watching.
So it's ghosttactical@yahoo.com.
Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Guys, love the podcast. Love the show.
Appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much.
Congratulations. And what's your favorite radio station?
Right.
WGUN.
There. Hey, I like that. Very good. Thanks, buddy.
Did you tell them that it was $600 for shipping?
Oh, it's you got the ape. We forget to do the caveat. It's a free trigger, but it's a $600 shipping and handling fee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Armed Ape out there. It's great stuff, man. People are calling left and right. Hey, I hear you. I want to take the call just to see who it is, maybe. But Armed Citizen Podcast. Who's this?
This is Adhira.
Hey, Adhira. We already gave it away, but do you have a question for Gabe or anything?
Do not. I didn't realize you'd give it away.
The last person that called, man, won it. So yeah.
Right.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling in.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Bye. All right, that phone is going ballistic. So, guys, it's been given away. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. But Armed Ape wins the live giveaway. Jay Monty wins the drawing giveaway.
Congrats.
Thank you, Gabe. Thanks to DigiTrigger for that. That is awesome, guys. Go check. I want to put the website out there once again, and go check them out. Go check them out. It's awesome stuff. Obviously, they just gave away $1,200 worth of product tonight. So they're obviously trying to do things a cool way. My goodness, they keep calling in.
Hey, now
now it's going to the computer. There was so many people calling at once. I bet that's what kind of froze it up, because I was like literally on my screen. I had like 11 missed calls like in 1 second. So it was just.
If you remember the days of calling into the radio stations, the phone line was clogged too. You would get that very fast, busy. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably what was happening because I missed a bunch.
That's the whole battle with a call in, folks, is timing.
Hey, let's take it. Let's see who this is.
Why not?
Armed Citizen Podcast. Who is this?
G23.
What up, homie? Yeah, we gave it away already, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Armed Ape won it. You got any questions or anything you want to get answered while we're live?
It's natural. I'm just this attractive.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yep.
All right, peace.
Do you use a hair product with guava in it by any chance?
No, I use what did you say, lanolin?
No, that's what was that coming to me? That's natural berries. What was it? Natural juices and berries or something like that.
This right,
Another bit ultra perm.
this right here is 600 plus years of DNA traveled down to me. My family came from Wales and Ireland. The best I can figure is sometime in the 1400s. So this is DNA.
At its finest, by the way. At its finest. That's good stuff. All right. Once again, thanks, guys. Thank you to Gabe and everyone for Digital Trigger Technologies and DigiTrigger to not only give away one, but give away two. That's incredible. I know that Jay Monty and Armed Ape are extremely happy. But honestly, if you guys are able to and willing to, go check them out again. Purchase one. It's a great product. Regardless if you're able to get the pull and release or not, depending on where state you are, you're still getting a great trigger. They can go in a 5-pound pull or into the single action 1 pound. I think you said it was 15 ounces when you guys did the gauge on it.
Yeah, the gauge is so uncertain because you pull it and right when it goes, there's still that extra little bit that your hand goes down. So it's between 15 ounces and I've got it as low as 14 ounces if I use a stopper. So it's definitely low. But also check us out on Instagram, check us out on YouTube, and check us out on the TikTok because
you're TikTok famous, baby.
Dude, I'm telling you, I did this, there was this thing on TikTok and I really got a kick out of it, but it was a scene from the movie A Star is Born. Right?
Like the original or the one with Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga. not
Okay.
the OG, but there's a scene where he's like in the limo and he's like, "Hey," and she turns around and he says, "I just want to take another look at you." So these people all redo this scene on TikTok. Well, I redo those same scenes, but I do them with guns. Okay. So go to TikTok, check us out on the TikTok. We're on the Insta Face, the TikTok, the Facey Space. We're on all those things, man.
The Faceagram. Yeah.
We're on it all.
You know, I good Lord, it's been given away, guys. Sorry. I just wish the only thing that I have a problem with, which I think that the company might have a problem with down the road, is you're handling a lot of their media stuff and you have zero personality.
I know.
You're not outgoing at all. You're just a very. I want to know how you got this job, because I just don't see it. You know.
I don't know that I want to know. It's probably graphic.
No, that's probably true. That's probably true. Good Lord.
Dan, you are super popular. Is it because people are just tuning in now, or they're picking up from like
Probably a delay. Yeah.
Probably a delay. Yeah. Well, there might have been 20 people trying to call at once. They're just finally letting them through for some reason. So I don't know.
Yeah. I just wonder. I mean, I'm curious, like how that all works out there in the internets. If like this is a continuous live in some other dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, just go.
Well, hell, I want to answer that. I got to answer this one. Let's see. Armed Citizen Podcast. Who we got? Hello?
Hello.
Who's this?
223.
What's up, 223? You know, we gave it away already, brother. We gave it to Armed Ape on it.
I was going to say higher maximum, but I heard you say that wasn't right. So.
No, higher maximum was right. No, the Gatling, the first person to call it said Gatlin, and Gatlin was not correct. The higher maximum was right. While you're on air, do you have a question or anything for any of us?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, buddy.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, be good. All right. So there you go. All right. Jay Monty, one of their first ones, says very cool product showcase and very cool show. I don't know about the show, but it's a very cool product for sure. Now Honcho Fett was out there saying that all of them are out of stock. Yeah, and he just said that they've had a rush in the last week. That it'll gonna take some time, but they'll get caught up. But the last week or so has been crazy for them, which is great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, we literally got slammed. I mean, we went.
Is that because of TikTok, you think, honestly? That probably didn't hurt.
It's probably because of my TikTok presence at this point. You know,
Yeah.
I apparently the algorithm appeals to middle-aged Middle Eastern men, and I'm not really sure how that's working out. But so far, the last 200 or 300 followers have all been named
Muhammad
or what was the other one I saw? Merkdahl, something weird like that. Merkdahl.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess that's that's got to be where it's coming from, you know.
Yeah, there's Clover knows this. There's a big joke that there used to be a thing where people could buy subscribers on YouTube and followers on Instagram.
Used to be?
Well, there still is, but I mean, it used to be bad, but there still is. There still is, and most of the ones that you quote unquote buy are like Muhammad something, because Muhammad's like the most that's the most commonly used first name in the world.
Most common first name. Yeah,
I think the last name Smith was like Muhammad Smith is like the most commonly
Lee.
Oh, Lee, the Korean Lee, or or Chinese Lee.
Different spellings, but pronounced Lee is the most common last name.
Yeah, so Muhammad Lee. So.
I wish I had my other phone, because my other phone has the TikTok on it. But yeah, if you go on TikTok and check it out, like we're actually getting a pretty good two-way following on there. And TikTok originally had banned.
I didn't know there was a two-way. Honestly, I didn't know there was a big two-way following. That's pretty good.
Yeah, there was. They like tried to ban it for a while, and then they reopened it as long as you were engaging in legal activity, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
But I did my first live on there and got banned for 7 days immediately because I had a gun on the live. I didn't know you couldn't do that. So But anyway, I took it over to the Instagram and we started doing it on there.
I know that Clover, when you got on TikTok, like you post something and you got banned or something.
Yeah, very first post, but they overturned it. I peeled it and they immediately overturned it. And then
yeah,
I think the third thing I posted, they whacked it too, and I appealed it and they overturned it. So
I have to petition every single post. Usually it gets slammed, and I say, hey, look, we are a federally licensed firearms manufacturer. We're engaging in legal activity according to the Constitution, according to the Second Amendment. We're good to go, so leave me alone. And then they usually return it.
The problem is the Chinese don't know what the Second Amendment is.
Well, I actually wanted to go on and do like a thing where we were, can I get breadsticks with that too?
For $20, I'll send you some breadsticks. Thanks, Patriot. This is going for the Semper Fidelis Foundation.
I know.
So $20 from Patriot. He's a Marine as well. So, but yes, for $20, I'll give you some breadsticks with that. No doubt.
Right on. That's cool.
Actually, might send him a pizza with breadsticks one day, just out of the blue. With his address, to be kind of cool.
Right.
Let's see here. Mandatory is so far back behind. He said, seriously, not Gatlin, which is how far behind him. He just now heard Patriot say Gatlin. That was at least 15, 20 minutes ago, bro.
That's funny.
Chinese 2A is the right to bear legs. There you go.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of like the never mind. I can't be political, but
I wonder if there is like a major delay on YouTube because we were getting that mad rush of calls. I don't wonder if that's a YouTube thing. Interesting.
When will now be now?
No, there's maybe a 10-second on my end.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. Now, if you're an 80s music connoisseur like I am, one of my favorite bands of all time is the Smiths, and they had a song called How Soon Is Now. And if you're familiar with the show Charmed, that's the main title song from Charmed. But How Soon Is Now is from the Smiths.
The original Charmed. The original Charmed.
The original Charmed, yes.
Or the new Charmed is a steaming pile of something.
Oh, I didn't know. Is there a new Charmed?
Yeah, it's social justice warrior ridden piece of garbage, man. It's horrible.
You mean the one with what's her name from 90210?
Yeah, that's the old one.
Yeah, there you go. How Soon Is Now by the Smiths. Great song.
Yeah.
Rich White says, so who said that? Oh, G23 says, when I order the pizza for Patriot, make sure it's cash at door. That is something that some people I know would do. That's funny. That is funny. When the pizza order wrong answer kept me from winning bad Patriot. Rich seemed to think that he would have won it. Wasn't the fifth caller at least, so I bet you maybe the fourth caller.
He said Patriot Digi blocked him.
Oh, he Digi blocked him. Yes, he did. He did. Didn't shadow ban him, but he Digi blocked him. Digi blocked him. He put you on safe, Rich, is what he did. He turned that shit on safe.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. Armed 8 with $20 is paying it forward. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you, man. Armed, appreciate you, bro. Good stuff. So all of this is going to be going to the Semper Fidelis Foundation. So we've already got $40, I think. $40. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. Not saying you guys have to do super chats. We're saying if you do, it's going to go towards the Semper Fidelis Foundation. But thanks for everybody for doing that. Chef Boy RD says Armed Ape, you're $480 short after the $20. He's $580 short, actually. Let's be real. But it's a good start. It's a good start. All right. Gabe, thanks again, man. This has been an awesome thank you to you and your company for everything. I know the fans out there are loving it. At least two of them are. And I'm hoping that the other guys that didn't get a chance to win will still go. It's a great product. Go check them out, DigiTrigger.com. Go check them out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and especially TikTok. He is TikTok famous. Now, will DigiTrigger have their own line of headbands in the future, you think?
That is something that we're working on right now, a digital headband that does your hair for you. Okay.
Ooh. Well, one of those little electric shots that makes you go straight up or something. That'd be kind of cool.
I can't tell you because it's not quite patented yet, but there is a process that we're going through right now that may revolutionize the firearms hair business.
There's some great hair in our industry, in our community. You got Lovell's got great hair. Well, he says he has great hair. Herrera's got pretty good hair. I remember, was it in SHOT Show this year or the year before, Clover and I were sitting around and Brandon walked by, and it was like when he was walking, when you see someone and they're walking by, and even when they're walking in normal pace, it's like they're in slow motion and someone's walking in front with a fan and their hair is just flowing in the wind. I was like, damn, Herrera's hair is like perfect even when he's just walking normally. So we do have some good hair in the business. So
earlier this year, I decided to do something different to my hair and actually put it in cornrows because it was long enough to do it. And I made a rap song and I went by the name Suburban Capone.
Well, hold on, let me put this up here.
So that was my rap album cover right there.
Is that available on TikTok?
That is actually, if I remember correctly, I'll have to find the link to that. But there is I think it's on S Mule or whatever it is. It's like you can upload music. But I did a song called Upper Class Struggle.
Nice.
And it was pretty legit. I got a lot of good feedback from it.
Pretty legit.
But, I mean, that was probably little known fact. If you actually look me up online, which is, I'm not like promoting me, but if you look up my name, I used to write music. I wrote for a TV show that was on WG in America out of Chicago called Outlaw Country. And so every once in a while, people dare me to do stuff with, so this girl and her husband, I were at their coffee shop and she was like, hey, you should, the week before, she was like, hey, you should cornrow your hair. It's long enough. And I was like, well, do you know how to do that? And she was like, yeah. And so we were joking around. I was like, hey, I'm going to make a rap album now. So I ordered platinum teeth and like did the whole thing,
Hell yeah.
I wrote this song. I sat right here in this room and I wrote this song. Let me see if I can find it because it really was pretty funny. You didn't mention that it was for the Semper Fidelis Foundation. Well, there you go. That's pretty rad.
Give another $50. So
that's awesome.
Thanks, Patriot. Thanks, brother.
Let's
definitely gonna order a pizza and make you pay for it cash when someday. So yeah, we definitely got to hook you up with maybe Brickell. Do a duet. Don't do that.
So this, let me see if I can find it here. I actually have it. It was in a message that I just sent somebody not long ago. Because they were asking about it. It really took off, man. Here it is. Let me see if I can get this to play for you. Or if I send it to you, can you broadcast it?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Well, let me just go ahead.
It's not copyrighted anywhere, is it?
It's mine.
So I can get, there you go. So there's nowhere else. Perfect.
Play it here.
There you go. While you're doing that, send it to, just send an email or something, or
send me your phone number in the private chat and I'll text it to you.
Yep.
And then we'll debut it right here on Armed Citizen, man. This is like this is big for me, man. I put a lot of work into this. So we'll just give them what they want.
Elder said he had his hair braided in Thailand once. He said that was a good tour. I never got a chance to get to Thailand, but I heard some crazy ass shit goes on in Bangkok.
I never went anywhere except Korea and Afghanistan. So,
yeah, I was in Korea, went a couple other places. Never did make it to Thailand.
Let's see if that plays for you. Again, this is not copywritten. If anybody wants to re-record this and cut me in $100, then I'm definitely in.
Let me type this into the computer.
Oh yeah, this is great. It's still up. It's still running. It looks like I've got 141 plays over the last 2 months. So I mean that's a big deal for me. This might be why I got TikTok famous.
All right, so let's see.
I did a random rap name, and it came out with Suburban Capone, which I thought was pretty awesome. That's how.
To myself, real quick.
Yeah. What's his name? The kid that's popular right now. He actually got his name from a rap name generator.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's actually a pretty talented musician. I can't think of his name.
So is the rap name generator different like than the porn name generator that basically was like your first pet in the street that you lived on or something like that?
No, this one just basically said like, what's your first name and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know, it just came up with Suburban Capone. So I went with it, and I already had my hair braided. So,
right.
I mean, I really,
I remember when the old porn thing came up and you could do it, with the pet and all of that stuff. And it worked out well to where I had like the greatest like porn name ever. It would have been Elvis Pepperbush. And tell me that's not like the greatest porn name ever. I had a dog when I was a kid named Elvis, and my street I lived on at one point was called Pepperbush. Elvis Pepperbush, greatest porn name ever. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, so we got the link.
all right.
So
Now, this is very short. It's just one verse. It's just a taste.
Yo, we living that life in the upper class. Got people to make my sandwiches and cut my grass. Backhand, forehand, watch me smash. Calling all my crackers with the Gucci face mask. There comes Billy, Michael, Peter, the Kobe beef, and them Johnson's wieners. Get Javier to start the grill while we sip White Claw by the pool and chill. Yeah, it's life in the upper class. You know how we do it. Trust fund.
So that's it right there. That's,
Trust fund? That's awesome. That is awesome. Hell, that's whatever the hell this is. I'm not real sure. I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to put this link.
If I get the funding, I will write the full version of that song and really smash it. Oh, there it is.
The B-side needs to be, the titles be hashtag First World Probs,
Yeah, well, that's why I titled it 30 Love, so it kind of just alluded to the fact,
yeah,
that, there's an upper class struggle that goes on when you're a trust fund baby,
Jay Monty says Suburban Capone is official. Watch out, Little Dicky.
Hey.
Little Dicky's on. Hey, he's definitely feeling it right now. He's feeling the pressure. Let's hear that one more time. This is Upper Class Struggle by Suburban Capone. Here we go.
Yo, we living that life in the upper class. Got people to make my sandwiches and cut my grass. Backhand, forehand, watch me smash. Calling all my crackers with the Gucci face mask. There comes Billy, Michael, Peter, the Kobe beef, and them Johnson's wieners. Get Javier to start the grill while we sip White Claw by the pool and chill. Yeah, it's life in the upper class.
Trust fund.
You know how we do it. Trust fund.
Oh, that's awesome. The trust fund.
Hey, you know, I mean, it had to be made.
That I'm not gonna lie, that might have to be my new intro music for the podcast. I'm just saying. That's how we're gonna start the podcast off.
I don't want people thinking that living life in that upper class is so easy, you know? I mean,
the sad thing is I actually do dig it. It's a kind of great beat. I really dig it.
So it's a stolen beat, but it was free to use because it was rewritten. So it's one of those, like lounge beats that you can just use right off the app.
Okay. Serious question. So like
we got a real one?
We got a real one. So Jason P texts in, says, I already have a Glock 29 chambered in 10 millimeter. Help me decide my next 10 millimeter. Jason P. P.S. I love the podcast. Thanks, bro. So legit question. Already got a Glock. Wants to know the next 10 millimeter pistol. So Clover, do you have anything that you would suggest? Jason, kind of give me like a budget. I mean, we're talking, is it a $600, $700, $800 budget, or is it $1,000, or is it a $600? What is it? What's your budget, man? Because there could go a lot of different directions depending on what that budget is. Mario says 2 Glocks, so there you go. Just buy another Glock. You could do that. Okay, he said $2,000 budget.
Whoa.
That opens up a lot of doors. Cosine. Oklahoma City Cosine, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't go wrong.
I was going to say a 1911. So, yeah.
Yeah, that Cosine, if you got $2,000 budget, that Cosine, I mean, that's the one, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's saying Dre, and I want to say it sounds like Forgot About Dre. Is that what it was originally?
Yeah, it's a Dre beat. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I think it's
It sounded like the Eminem Dre, like Forgot About Dre.
That's a different beat.
Or it might have, was it hold on here. It is very familiar, and it is Dre of some sort.
I think it's Chronic 2001.
That's probably could be it. But that's I love the beat. Great song. Seriously, that's gonna be the new podcast.
Yo, we living that life in the upper class. Got people to make my sandwiches and cut my grass. Backhand, forehand, watch me smash. Calling all my crackers with the Gucci face mask. There comes Billy, Michael, Peter, the Kobe beef, and them Johnson's wieners. Get Javier to start the grill while we sip White Claw by the pool and chill. Yeah, it's life in the upper class. You know how we do it. Trust fund.
I love it. That is just too good.
It's so stupid. You know, I grew up a Weird Al fan. Okay, so like,
who isn't? I mean, really,
remaking songs from back in the day was one of my favorite things. You know, and so I would always do that in my head. I always hear these other songs playing. Mm-hmm. So.
You know, when you're growing up and you hear a song, and you don't know the words, you think you have the words down,
right?
And you are nowhere near close what the actual words are. And later on in life, you realize, oh shit, I've been singing it wrong for like the last 15 years of my life. I wish I could go back to some of those songs and like write down the lyrics that I thought were the lyrics, because that could be a hilarious song. You know,
like Purple Haze, right? Jimi Hendrix.
Yep.
He says, "Excuse me, while I kiss the sky."
Right.
Okay. So I let my son listen to it for the first time because he's playing guitar now and he wants to learn stuff.
Why wouldn't you go with Jimi Hendrix?
I go straight to Hendrix, right? And and he's listening to that song and he hits the pause. He hits the space bar. He's like, "Whoa, did he just say excuse me while I kiss this guy?" No. He said the sky, not the guy.
So there's an old Steve Miller Band song called Jet Airliner.
Oh yeah,
and Eagle, yeah. I I used to think it was Big Old Jet had a light on, but it's Big Old Jet Airliner. But I thought for that the Big Old Jet had a light on. I was like, well, just turn the damn light off. You know, it's real simple.
Right. I don't think anybody actually knows the one that goes the Blinded by the Light, right?
Blinded by, revved up like a. Is it? I always like read of like a douche, like a bullet in the sky, or whatever it was.
Like a douche in the middle of the night.
I always said revved up like a douche. You know the something. I
like
he does say douche though. He has to say douche. I know he says douche.
Deuce? Is he saying like deuce, like a deuce coupe? Revved up like a deuce in the middle of the night.
All right, let's go find out.
Like like a deuce, like he had the poops.
Let's Blinded by the Light lyrics.
It's a deuce coupe. Honcho says deuce coupe. Guitar Man says deuce coupe. Deuce coupe is in Chevy Nova 2, or Deuce is in Chevy Nova.
Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
Revved up like a. Okay, so he's talking about car race.
Okay, so it's car race. I always thought he said douche.
Yeah, for years I sang "wrapped up like a douche."
Yeah, I still did until right now. I still said it was a douche. There you go. All right. Shivvy in an hour and a half. What's that?
I don't know what I jumped back in on, but I've got one.
Yeah.
The Bee Gees, Banana Woman.
I don't know that song.
More Than a Woman. Bee Gees.
Oh, More Than a Banana Woman.
But it sounds like he said Banana Woman.
More than a banana woman to me.
She's hair. I mean, it's going that route. I'm going for the hair.
You're almost in about another 6 months. If you don't wash it, you're going to be in Bob Marley territory because it will dread up for you.
Oh no, man, like it's like.
No, you're in Billy Joel's era right now. You are straight up Billy Joel from like 1974.
I was thinking more like Michael McDonald, like, you know, from back.
Yeah, but it's got to be gray though. But it's got to be gray. Are you talking about like Allman Brothers?
I'm talking like back.
Doobie Brothers mentioned Michael McDonald. Doobie Brothers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You know, but not like the newer one where he was like, I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore.
Ooh, it's actually not a bad Michael McDonald, man.
Things will never be the same again. Yeah. Like not
so
that.
You seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, right?
Yeah, a long time ago.
So Paul Rudd's in there and he's just going through crap and he's got the Michael McDonald song on loop on the TVs. Greatest part of it is people are like throwing stuff at the TVs because Paul Rudd just has Michael McDonald live just on a continuous loop in the electronics store. Great. It was hilarious. All right. So good Lord, where did it go from here? Clover, do you have anything you want to talk about or plug before we get the hell out of here?
Negative, man. Thank Gabe for, and DigiTrigger for all the cool stuff. But
shout out to Ben, man, for creating this thing. He's the mind behind the whole thing. And, they hired me just because I'm a super serious business oriented type of guy.
With no personality whatsoever.
You really, in this business, you got to be dry, man. You got to be dry. So.
Oh shit! So
my mom's not
if you make it a shot, we're gonna have to introduce you to a buddy of ours named Frank.
We'll be there.
You and Frank would get along tremendously. Frank works right now with UTAS.
Most comfy underwear. Oh man,
what am I missing?
Most comfy underwear. That's a real question.
Oh, that is a legitimate question.
Right there, Ben, right there, just chimed in. That's the guy.
Oh, it's Ben. Hey, thank you. No, Ben, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So we've been going an hour and 40 minutes, and why people are still watching is beyond me. They have.
I got Hank.
I would say none.
None, but man, I'll tell you what I really like, and I miss them, and I got to find some silkies, man.
See, I never was a big silky guy, man. I never did. I like when I wear Hanes, like the boxer briefs, the cotton, but they're like the boxer length.
Just imagine with you, if you could for a second, let's talk silkies. And to quote a gunny that I used to love, step into my world.
Step into my world. Yep.
There is nothing quite like a brisk fall day with a freshly shorn scrotum in a pair of silkies. Okay. Like, it's the breeze, man. It's like that cold air, but then you're just like, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. My only thing with the silkies is, they rode up. They crept up too much too quickly to where I was always adjusting and pulling them back down. They were riding up in places they didn't need to ride up. They turned into what Honcho Fett's saying is the banana hammock.
So you're saying you didn't have enough weight to keep them in place.
See, people say to me, like, hey, how's it hang? And I say, it's not big enough to hang. So that's a personal problem.
Hey,
it is what it is, anyways, good Lord. This peace out, JMA. Yes, Gabe, Ben's out there. Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you to Digital Trigger Technologies, DigiTrigger. I'm going to put the link out there one more time. We've already put it out there a bunch, but keep going over there. Go to digitrigger.com. Go check them out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and of course, TikTok. We're going to holy hell.
Somebody made it rain.
Nice.
Random dollar bills, y'all. So Jay Monty, $100 super chat. Jay Monty won a DigiTrigger earlier, so congrats. Thank you, Jay. This is going to the Semper Fidelis Foundation. Thank you. That's amazing. Wild. Thank you so much, man. Awesome. But yeah, Rod out there with the gun cleaners. Thank you so much. Rod and Shelley, you met a few months ago, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, great people. Hoping to see them soon. We were supposed to see them Wanamaker in April. I'm hoping they're going to be able to be there in November if they have Wanamaker, so it'd be nice. But yeah, Screaming says, I'm glad they kept the show going. No shit. I appreciate you. And Semper Fidelis Foundation is going to appreciate you as well. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Gabe, do you have anything else that you want to plug or get out there before we head out?
Man, I just really appreciate y'all for having us back again, and I'm really stoked that we got to give some product away and hopefully raise some awareness about who we are and what we're up to. We are 100% American made. I mean, everything is American made. We order our screws in America. We order everything in America. Everything is like I can't express it enough. We take very much pride in having a 100% American made product and selling it to Americans and patriots that are interested in the 2A movement.
Yeah. And you guys, like I said, are amazing to do what you did. I'm gonna say, guys, everything is American made. They're trying to be not only part of the industry, but they're being part of the 2A community as well. And all of that. Go support them as much as you can. Go buy, if you can't afford to go buy a trigger, go buy a shirt, go buy a hat, go buy something from them. That's going to help support and get their name out and share their stuff. And if you like what he's doing on Instagram and TikTok, which how can you not, share that stuff, share their YouTube stuff, and make sure that people, that's just as important as buying something is sharing this podcast or the one 2 weeks ago to people that might not have heard of what DigiTrigger is. That could help a long way as well. So, appreciate it so much.
We're looking to, to grow this company, to be a real player in the community, not just to sell things, but to advocate, because our product is literally it's a physical advocation for the Second Amendment. It's something that could be banned. It's something that the ATF or the government could go, hey, you know what? We don't like you anymore, just like they've done with a lot of things. But the more we can get into that community, the more pull we can get, with the government as far as negotiating what the 2A really is, because that's one of the big problems that we have right now is they just seem to keep slapping things, on us. And they're like, hey,
shit up as they go, man.
Yeah, they are. They're just, they're redefining terms, So it's just crazy to me. T&E.
Patriot wants to know if you do any T&E, like testing and evaluation.
We have 7 years of T&E. Literally.
On that, yeah.
People don't know that we're not just a new company. We're not fly by night. We have 7 years of development, 7 years of T&E to get us to where we're at right now, to where Ben was really happy to release a product. Ben is, his mind works in such a way that I really can't comprehend. He's super intelligent, but he'll go through his own product and dissect it and figure out where all the problems are, so that when it does come to market, that you're not the guy telling him where the problems are. That he's finding them ahead of time. So for 7 years he did this.
Yeah. Yeah. And you said something about a couple weeks ago. He did something in college that was like crazy. He invented something. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, he made a super arm. Like, I wish.
Yeah. Like 50 times his strength or something like that. Whatever it was.
Pick things up or whatever. Like, he's got all these crazy inventions. He's got all these ideas. So yeah, I mean, he's just a brilliant dude. And he's a close friend now too. So, which is really cool. I get to work with somebody that I actually, really enjoy spending time with.
Yeah, that always helps. And yeah.
And I hope he's still watching this. So
I think he's going to try to give you a raise tomorrow. So.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It's really funny, man, because I've never been a money motivated person.
Yeah.
I find the contentment in the work that I do, and if I'm enjoying it and the environment's right, like this, what I'm doing right now, this is work. This is work for me. This is my job with the company, is to go out and promote. And
That's
so
right.
This is what I like to do. I mean, it's hard for somebody that doesn't have, a very outgoing personality, someone who's really more reserved and, not so confident to do stuff like this. So, it's just it's a really, what's that say? Manly
break check.
Manly break check. Haha, free pizza day tomorrow. Nailed it.
Ben got you. He got you free pizza day tomorrow. There you go.
He's in Florida. He's not even here to buy the pizza.
Well, he could put it on the company credit card.
I do have one of those though. So every once in a while, I like to slip myself a little payment. You know what I'm saying? Just something special for me. Hey, Gabe, you did good today.
Hey, can you tell me why does Chris Vector's on the credit card? Oh, don't worry about it. It's for promotional stuff.
Yeah,
we're trying to figure out the Vector. We had to have one to test it on.
Yeah. Ben knows how it works. It's all good. It's all good for testing.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Thank you for having us, and really, it's.
You're welcome anytime, bro.
I have fun with y'all. I mean, Clover is as stoic as he is there.
Dude, he's still. I mean, it's been 2 weeks now, and he hadn't moved. He hasn't even blinked yet.
I'm the Rock, baby. I'm the Rock.
I haven't seen him breathe.
He's a leprechaun. I don't know if they have to breathe. I don't know if they have to or not.
No.
He's like a mystical being, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Now, here's a question. So, like, you have the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, you've got the Tooth Fairy, Mother Nature, Father Time. Where does the leprechaun fit? Is it in the realm of those mystical beings, or is it? You guys have your own club?
We're talking fantasy land, man. Come on, we're talking about leprechauns here. We're not talking
So
about.
you have your own club. So who's in your club?
God, well, the gnomes work for us.
The gnomes. Okay, so those are your soldiers.
Yeah, that's what basically our infantrymen are. The gnomes. Yes.
I've heard it another way. I've heard that they're actually indentured servitude, and that
we don't sell it to them that way. Are you trying to start an uprising or what? Shut up.
Well, I'm just saying that there's thousands of years of mistreatment of the gnomes by the leprechaun community, and I think
that is entirely the left wing sector of the leprechaun hood that spews that fake news. It's fake news. It's fake news.
I also heard that you guys have cornered the market on marshmallows. Is that true?
That's absolutely true.
So there is a monopoly on marshmallows right now. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right.
So, like when Count Chocula comes out for Halloween, do you sue them for using marshmallows in a way that's not with leprechauns?
No, they're contracted to purchase them from our
Oh,
distributor.
so they purchase them from you. Okay, well, you're making money off that. Okay,
Yes,
I got it.
absolutely. Yeah. How do you think we get the pots of gold? Come on, man.
So, what are in the pot? Is it ammo or is it gold? I've heard that you got a pot of ammo.
It's sometimes it's gold ammo.
Oh, ooh.
We have so much. I mean, we can shoot that. It's not a big deal.
I hear you. Gold-plated ammo.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting. Oh shit! Before this goes any deeper, all
Yeah.
right, guys. Thank you so much. If you guys are watching a replay or listening a podcast and you've made it this far, holy hell! God
you deserve sainthood or knighthood, depending on which
you have lost at least half your brain cells in the last 2 hours. So, for the rest of you out there that are still watching live, thank you so much. Thanks for everyone that did the super chats. That's all going towards the Semper Fidelis Foundation. Thank you to Gabe. Thank you to Ben out there. Thank you, Ben, for creating such an awesome product and for hiring this boring, straight-laced, no personality, terrible hair, just this guy. So maybe next time we'll get someone better on the show to represent the company. Just
I'm sorry. I really am a disappointment to myself as well as the DigiTrigger community. So
yeah, and but thank you so much, Gabe and Ben. You guys have been more than generous than I could ever imagine to the show and to the fans. We appreciate you guys. Go check them out. DigiTrigger.com, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Go check out the song, and we're going to end the show tonight one last time, which what I think could be honestly the new theme song for the podcast. But we're going to get out of here one last time. This is going to be the Suburban Capone with Upper Class Struggle. Peace out.
Spin it.
Yo, we living that life in the upper class. Got people to make my sandwiches and cut my grass. Backhand, forehand, watch me smash. Calling all my crackers with the Gucci face mask. There comes Billy, Michael, Peter, the Kobe beef, and them Johnson's wieners. Get Javier to start the grill while we sip White Claw by the pool and chill. Yeah, it's life in the upper class. You know how we do it. Trust fund,